Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Delaware Park here on Wednesday to 29th of May 2024. I'm going to look at the 7th race from Delaware, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Let's look at the 7th from Delaware, which is a good one. It's allowance optional claimer purse $41,000. Race for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds, and upwards to win a race of the main claiming starter, restricted race, whichever one, blah, 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 blah. Optional claim price $17,000 here. Field of 14 horses entered. Keep in mind the 4 horses in MTO, and then we have the 10 horses in MTO. 11 and 12 are AEs. Back to number 13, which is an MTO, and 14 is an AE. Did you get that? So we'll be down to a field of 8 horses going about 1,600 meters, or the distance of ground of about a mile on the Delaware turf course. Rails are out 20 feet. I'm going to take a shot with the 7 horse here, Golden Heart. 7165 for me in the superfecta. 7165 super. Top selection 7 horse, Golden Heart. This 4-year-old filly by Golden Lad here. Gary Capano trans one. JG Torbella gets to mount. The horse's most recent ad came in a lounge race at Pimlico, mile 16th off the turf on the 16th of May. They tried getting him on the turf where he's run his quicker numbers. They didn't get to the turf. They got rained off. He finished third by 11 1/4 lengths. He didn't break so well. Had to be quarter horse, get good position, and then just kind of hit the wall late. Hopefully the better break. Back to the surface he likes running on. Back to the turf course he likes running on. He's 2 for 2 locally. I think he could find a trip to win. 2 back of Laurel, 5.5 in a lounge race, 49,000, 20th of April. He finished 4th by 5 1/4 lengths in his seasonal debut. He basically stalked that day. He moved a little bit late. I thought he needed something more, but he did well over that trip of ground. Probably he didn't appreciate it, but he still did well there. And then at Laurel in late October last year, a mile and 8th in the Maryland Millions Ladies Stakes. He finished third by 4 1/4 lengths that day. Basically stalked all the way around the race course. The winner had the jump on this one, but she ran her heart out that day. And then back here at Delaware, going 7.5 in the lounge race back in early September. When anybody knows, on the front and all throughout, that was a very, very good strong run. This horse looks like she could have some speed, and if they could send her, I think that speed could go a long way. I'm going to use her here. I think the 1 horse Glossamere for Lynn Ashby and Carol Cedeno could find a trip to win. Ran it in a very tough claiming 16 at Laurel back in the fall over the mile, where the horse finished 11 by 4 3/4 lengths that day. And basically stalked, had a bit of a wide trip, which cost his horse that day. It wasn't her day to win. Prior to that, going here at Delaware, mile 70 on the lawn in a start lounge race, she finished 5th by 5 lengths. Again, she just wasn't really getting into it. The better races have been where she gets into this into the race early on. I think from the inside, if they could just get her to the front end, I think she could win. She hasn't won since in 2 seasons, but I think she's due for a victor. I think at 10 to 1 she could upset here. And I think the 6 horse Wings of Song with the 7-pound Apprentice Bug could find a trip to win. One on the Tapeta last year at Prescott quite nicely. One on the turf at Penn National before that quite nicely also. After that, was running in some tough races. I think coming off the bench against these horses, this horse could find a trip. I'll give this horse a shot at 12 to 1 in this late pick 4. It's a very good wide open event here, so I think you want to go a few ways in the pick 4. But to recount my selections for the 7 from Delaware, we're going to take the 7 horse Golden Heart, give kudos to the 1 horse Glossamere and the 6 horse Wings of Song, 7165 super, 716 in the multi race. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everyone.